We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys.
Now, Barney!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Patriot! Gone!
He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now back to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. With it is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gone! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point, good by Aguayo. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little juke. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 32.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey. You got three. Three down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Leopard!
It's a quarterback sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
No. Check. Patriot.
They pitch it out to Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball.
Well, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Here's Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They're going to look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Demarcus Lawrence able to get in there and drop him behind the line. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like in the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. And he's going to go down again. David Irving in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like he'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Back now in Arlington. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window. Zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to go up top again. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He gets it to Humphreys. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. 4 down. Watch you now, Barney.
They'll set up a throw. But he's got his man Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boom! Yeah, baby! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that. I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Cardinals on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. What?
And they'll get him down right around the 16. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And out now come the Cowboys. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Then set up the screen to Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like